Yo, what's up, TreyTD23 back now with another video. I'm going to be talking to you guys about, sorry, I forgot to take my stuff out of my heart. I'm going to be talking to you guys about the NBA so far this season, what happened over the weekend, what happened yesterday. Today's Tuesday, I'm going to be recording this, posting it Tuesday. I wanted to post this morning, but I woke up a little bit later than I wanted to, and I didn't have time to record the video. So I'm recording this after work, and I'm going to be posting it. Hopefully it gets posted relatively soon after I'm done recording it. I'm going to talk about some disappointments throughout the year, talk about what happened last night, and just talking about some mainly it's disappointments, teams, players, and then I'm going to talk about players that have been impressing. So the first, probably the biggest disappointment so far is Damian Lillard. I don't know what he is, but the last time I checked was a few days ago. He was averaging about 17, 18 points per game, shooting 20-some% from three, I think it was, shooting 30% from the field. And the Trailblazers have not looked like the Trailblazers. They're 3-4, so they're not bad, but if Damian Lillard was playing at his standard, I think they'd be a lot better. And I don't know if it's a slump, I don't know if he's injured, I don't know what it is, but I hope it's just because every single year, he always has a little bit of a slump, like 5 to 6 to 7 games throughout the season where he's not Damian Lillard. And then, obviously, he comes back, blah, blah, blah. But never in the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year, he's always on top of everything. But for some reason, he's just not making his shots. Could be because of new basketball. Could be because of the new rules. Don't know. Could be because of injury. It's just he's struggling. Don't know. The next disappointment so far this season is going to be the Los Angeles Lakers. Everyone's expecting the Lakers to be the best team in the league right away. Boom, 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 dubs after dubs after dubs. And they haven't really been performing well. I think it's mainly spacing, because you can't have, like, one of the lineups I saw at the beginning of the year, it was Westbrook, Rondo, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and DeAndre Jordan, or Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard. That will not work. That will definitely not work. Westbrook's not a shooter. Rondo's not a shooter. LeBron, he's been hitting shots, but he's not a shooter. Anthony Davis can knock down a shot, but he's not a floor spacer. And then Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan are not. They can't shoot outside of the paint. Dwight Howard he made 1 3 out of 1. Big deal. He made 1 3 out of 1 shot. It was a lucky shot. Don't matter. It's just the spacing. They need Wayne Ellington back. They need Trevor Ariza back. Carmelo Anthony's been their best 3-point shooter. Besides, I think Melo's probably shooting in the 40s. I think last time I checked, he was shooting like 50% on like 6 a game, which is amazing. But other than that, the Lakers have been awful. I think they're 3-4 now. They're going up against the Rockets. I think tonight this is the second game against the Rockets. If they lose this, I'm gonna be a little bit worried about the Lakers. The next team that is disappointing so far this year is going to, what team was I going to? The Brooklyn Nets. It is obviously very known that the Nets desperately need Kyrie Irving. They need the floor spacing. Okay, it's not even the floor spacing. They need the shot creating. They need the shot making. They need the finishing at the rim. No matter what, I think Kyrie Irving is going to get calls. He drops to the paint too much. I think he's going to get his free throws. He's going to score. And he's very efficient when he wants to be. And he can be the best player on the Nets when he wants to be. So I think they're desperately missing him. And the chemistry's not all there. Durant's doing his thing. Harden's been struggling. Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, Paul Millsap, all of them have been there. But Harden's been struggling. So I think having Kyrie Irving will make a big difference if he decides to get the vaccine, or if something else happens. If Ben Simmons comes back in the next couple weeks, plays well, Ben Simmons for Kyrie Irving right there. That solves the 76ers problems, and that solves the Nets problems, because they'll be just off Ben Simmons. The Nets will be a way better defensive team. And James Harden doesn't have to do all the playmaking. They have Ben Simmons to do that. And I think James Harden can kind of spot up. And that's really what the Nets need. They need a really good defender, and they need another playmaker outside of James Harden. Kyrie Irving's not a playmaker. Honestly, it really don't matter. Ben Simmons doesn't have to play at the end of the game, because you got Kevin Durant and James Harden. So you can have Javon Carter, or you can have Patty Mills, you can have James Harden, you have Kevin Durant, you can have Millsap at the 4, Blake Griffin or Aldridge at the 5, or at the 4-5. You can have Ben Simmons in, but he's not gonna. He doesn't necessarily have to have the ball. He's there for strictly defense. And Kevin Durant can shoot over a double team. Harden can draw a foul. We saw in the last game, James Harden played. He can draw fouls still. He can still score with the best of them, and Kevin Durant can score with the best of them. And then having Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, or Patty Mills, or Javon Carter, all of them can knock down shots. Same with Paul Millsap. So I think the Nets will come into their own, especially if Kyrie Irving does come back, or if Ben Simmons gets traded there. But I think that's like the best possible scenario for both teams. And for the 76ers, Joel Embiid's been very disappointing. I think the first game he got injured. Tobias Harris isn't playing. Embiid's injured. The new foul rule. Ben Simmons isn't playing. I think it's affecting a lot of the NBA. It might also be the basketball, because they switched to, I don't remember what ball they switched to, but switching basketballs can affect your play. So I'm not going to take full effect into this entire thing. But my impressive teams, the Chicago Bulls, man. Oh my gosh. I can have an entire video of me just talking and ranting about the Chicago Bulls and how good they're doing. As I speak Tuesday, November 2nd, I think it's November 2nd, the Chicago Bulls are the best team in the league. 6-1. The next team is, I think, 4-1 or 5-1. I don't remember if the Jazz played after they lost to the Chicago Bulls. But really, what I want to say about the Chicago Bulls, the defense has been a lot better than everyone thought. And everyone thought the offense was going to be amazing. The defense has been amazing. The offense has been questionable. And everyone thought the defense was going to be questionable and the offense was going to do everything, but it's been the defense. I wouldn't say that we've been struggling. I don't want to say that we've been struggling on the offense side. Against the Knicks, we did struggle because that Knicks defense is tough, and I don't even know what happened that game. I was watching it, but we just couldn't get a groove until the last minute or two, where we came back and lost by 1. But against that Celtics team, man, just something at the end of that third quarter, the Celtics just lost all their momentum, all the energy, and the Bulls came back, won by 14. That shows that the Bulls can do something, bro. As you guys can see, I'm a Bulls fan, and I got that Zach LaVine. It's a jersey shirt, but it is what it is. I got a bunch of jerseys there, but it really makes me happy. The last time the Bulls were the number 1 seed, Derrick Rose was my age. He was like a year or two. He was like 2 years older than me. He was 22. I'm 20. So he was a little bit older than me when the last time they were actually good. So I'm not gonna take anything away from the Bulls. I love my boys. I love the Chicago Bulls. I hope this does continue. Within the next couple of weeks, I feel like we will drop a little bit, but I don't think we're gonna be a big drop off. We're surprising a lot of teams. We just beat the Celtics. Obviously, they're having their struggles. Marcus Smart coming out saying, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown don't pass, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to talk about that. That's just a bunch of, I can see it, but I'm not going to talk about that because that's what everyone is talking about. And I don't want to get caught up with all that bullcrap and stuff like that. I don't want to talk about a big topic, and that's how I start attracting people to watch me and stuff like that. I want to make my own way. I don't want to talk about stuff everyone else is talking about. For the main stuff like the Marcus Smart thing, I'm not going to talk about that. I'll talk about the Lakers because it's obvious that they're struggling. I'll talk about the Bulls because they're playing amazing. But everything else, it just I don't know. I don't want to get caught up in. I'm not gonna say stuff that people want to hear. I'm not gonna be doing that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be posting a video tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning. I'm gonna make sure that I do get up early enough to make a video so I can also get ready. Because I was getting ready to make the video and then I saw the time and I'm like, damn, I can't. So I had to just go get ready for work, blah blah blah. But I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna be waking up early. I mean, the game's going till like midnight, and I want to get at least 7 hours of sleep sometimes. But it'd be hard. But I'll get everything going. I'll get everything situated. Because the times that I be waking up, bro, I don't have time to do anything else before work, and I'd like to at least be able to do a little bit of something, like make a 2K video or make a talking video or whatever. But yeah, this video was not very long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got a couple good games tonight. It's not a big slate of games, which I'm very happy it's not a big slate of games. When it's a big slate of games, it's so hard to watch every single game. I try to watch every single game. I try watching as much as I can so I can learn everything from the teams. There's probably a couple teams I haven't really watched. Like, I haven't really watched the Cavs. The Trailblazers I've been hesitant to watch. I watched the Thunder come back from the 26-point deficit against the Lakers. I've watched the Wizards, and I've watched most teams. It's just there's a handful of teams I haven't really watched because they're not very good, and there's really nothing for me to do about that. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.